Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. As you may have seen, I do have a new bike. It is the Canyon Aeroad CF SLX8 2025 model. To put it into one word, no, let's put it into two words. This bike is absolutely amazing. It has blown me away. So let's jump into the video. Let's talk about some bikes and enjoy. Alright, so let's jump in. We're going to jump through a few things. Why the Canyon Aeroad, what were some other options I was looking at, and my overall thoughts and opinions and first impressions of the ride. Let's run over just the miscellaneous specs that I'm running. I'm running at the moment the Selle Italia SLR 130mm saddle. I've also got the Garmin Rally power pedals on there. The bike comes with a single-sided 4i power meter, except I just prefer my dual-sided power pedals as they are just a little bit more accurate. I'm also running the Hunt Aerodynamic Assist wheel, which is 44mm, paired with the GP5000 tubeless ready. They are hookless rims, and the 28mm tyres helps me stick to that rule of 105 just to be that little bit more aero. Another one is this awesome cockpit. So we have obviously the out front Garmin mount on at the moment, but you can see here you can put an integrated time trial bar, which for me is a bit of a game changer, as at the moment I can't afford a time trial bike and a lot of under 17 races don't permit it, especially at the national champs. So you are allowed to run a clip-on TT bar, which is exactly what this is, and I think Canyon have done this perfectly. We can see it is a super flush aero bar. The way that it sits on the handlebar is absolutely amazing, super innovative, and it's obviously super aero. The only downside to the time trial bars is that you cannot angle the handlebar, you can't angle the skis up or down, but that's really not an issue for me, as I'm very well in this position. As you can see, I have my saddle slam right forward, and it does go a little bit more when I'm in that TT position, which gives me a very aggressive position, so it doesn't bother me. Another point that convinced me to go for the Canyon was the adjustable handlebars. So, for example, if you're looking at, I was looking at the Trek Madone, the 2025 model, that comes with a 90mm stem and a 400 or 420 bar. So instantly that would have to come off, and I'd have to sell that. And then I would have to look for one of the new Trek bars that come in at retail for 800. So I'd have to try and sell the handlebar and then try and find one that's actually in stock to buy in a 120 38cm setup. So you can already see the issues that we run into, and we're spending $13,000 on a bike. Yeah, obviously Canyon have brought back the adjustable handlebar, so they go into 36 and out to 42, I think, which definitely gives a lot of option for adjustability in terms of the bike, which is another selling point. Obviously I like running the 38cm, so I can do that one here. The only downside, it comes with a 100 stem, but on the Canyon website the stems are going for 300. I was looking at multiple different bikes. I was looking at the new Trek Madone, I was looking at the Cervelo S5, I was looking at the Cannondale Super 6 and the Lab 71s and the Specialized SL8. So there was a couple of options, all in the Ultegra spec. One of the selling points for the Canyon for me was the fact that the Canyon comes in at 9,800 AUD, except that's when I bought it, that's how much it cost. And a bike like the Trek Madone, the 2025 model, comes in at $13,000, which is significantly more than I would spend on a bike like this. Let's now jump into weight. So stock, the Canyon, my bike comes in at 7.45 kilos. 7.45 kilos. This is what's advertised on the Canyon website. I did put a lighter set of wheels, which brings it down to 7.3, without pedals or Garmin or whatever. So this is just the bike. The Trek came in at 7.3 kilos stock. The Specialized is 7.1 kilos. but you can see that the Canyon is pretty competitive in that range. And obviously, you know, you can drop down the weight by upgrading to a good set of wheels or other investments on this bike. For me at the moment, I'm just borrowing these wheels for nationals, but I will be investing in most likely a Chinese brand wheels as they come in at a little bit more cheaper. So if you guys have any suggestions, please drop me a DM on Instagram or drop a comment down below, which would be greatly appreciated if you have any experience in this sector. But what are my first impressions of this bike? So, like I said at the start of the video, it's simply an amazing bike. Obviously the adjustability and the integrated TT bars are a big game changer and does make this bike super competitive, especially in this kind of realm of, you know, the Treks, the Specialized and all that. It really does bring Canyon to the top, in my opinion. The ride quality is super insane. I mean, it's a super stiff bike. It's super responsive. In terms of like a leisurable ride, like if I was to buy this and I wasn't racing, it probably wouldn't be my first choice, as it is a really focused race machine and it's not very comfortable as a roll around the river twice or three times a week. But I really like it because of this feel. And that's what I look for in a bike, is something that's super stiff, super responsive, obviously aero and fast. But that's simply my opinion. Overall, this bike is an absolute weapon. I do recommend it to any junior I come across who's in the market for a new bike, just because of these points that I've talked about today. If you have any questions about the bike, feel free to drop me a message, and I'd love to talk about it on the channel. But if you enjoyed the video, as always, please like and subscribe if you haven't already, as it really helps out my channel and I can obviously put out more content. So I hope you enjoyed the video, and I'll see you in the next one, guys.